Dear friends, I would like to welcome at World Info Seminar on Vishwa Hindu Parishad of America, World Hindu Council of America at Xerox Auditorium, Rochester today. First of all, I would like to thank Mother America for providing us food, good life, good education, and the independence to celebrate our religion, traditions, and values. Also, I would like to pay homage to my mother India. So we have our today's agenda. Today's agenda we'll talk about background of VHPA and key historical events affecting VHPA formation, organization, structure and components of VHPA, stand, dharma, membership requirements and communication channels of Vishwa Hindu Parishad of America, guiding principles, Dharma Sansad and American Hindus against defamation. Benefits of being a VHPA member in United States, Global Hindu Brotherhood, membership details and Hindu Sangathan Mantra. First of all, I would like to begin with the definition of a Hindu. Who is a Hindu? According to the Parishad, Hindus are those who believe, practice or respect the spiritual and religious principles and practices having roots in Bharat. When we use term Hindu, it's from civilization perspective, it's a way of living. Ancient people, 500 to 600,000 years ago, people migrated and settled on the banks of river Sindhu. Thus the name came Hindus to the people who settled there initially. They include Jains, Buddhists, Sikhs, and other people. Little bit on background of VHPA was founded in 1970 in New York State. Importantly, it's a distinct, legally separate, and operationally independent non-profit organization governed by the rules and regulations of United States of America. In the early 1970s and 1980s, the objectives of VHPA were to bring Hindu community together and address difficult issues. We offered Bal Vihar programs for the children of immigrants who require traditional knowledge, religious books, and to bring them close to their ancestors' roots. We also started Hindu children's book so that they can refer religious book along with their main course books in Western countries. Start of a Hindu heritage youth camp aim to make them aware of their traditions and roots. The key significant events and trends affecting VHPA are: in 1970, VHPA established its first chapter in New York City. In 1970, again, the first national conference was held in New York. 1974, Bal Vihar programs started. As I said earlier, Bal Vihar programs were aimed for the immigrants' children who are away from their roots, from their country. They need guidance on their religion, traditions, culture and values. VHPA started Bal Vihar programs to make them aware and to bring them close to their home motherland and simultaneously allowing them to prosper and learn in Western countries. In 1974, we have children's book project started sorry, I missed 1974. Again, VHPA was incorporated as non-profit tax in New York State. In 1975, lecture stores were initiated all across United States as a way to make them, all the Hindus, a union, initiate contacts with them and to merge them into the main Hindu brotherhood stream. In 1978, VHPA started offering Seva programs, which I will talk later. First youth camp was held in Rhode Island, 1979. 1984, we saw first National Youth Conference convened in New York. Youth conferences are for youth, the young generation, the young blood. Their values, cultures and ideas are brought up in youth conferences, and they are free to do and know themselves, to get enlightened and develop insight when it comes to religion, culture, traditions. In 1984, International Hindu Conference draws over 4,000 participants. In 1984, again, India's contribution to World Exhibition was inaugurated. This was a very significant event because most of the references we saw today from India's contribution to world in terms of technology, art and science, most of them are drawn from this event. They exhibited India's contribution in technology, science, arts at that time. In 1985, Support a Child program started, where a person can support a child in very paying $1 and around $250 for a period of 1 year, including his living expenses, education, food in India. You can support a child, you can adopt a child. In 1985, again a key event, Hindu University of America conceptualized, and it's operational now in Florida, Orlando, where masters and PhD programs are offered. 1987, Ram Janmabhoomi Mukti Yagna began in USA in lines with Yagna which was going on in India. Hindu unity was celebrated in 70 cities in 1989. 1993, Global Vision 2000 program across the USA to celebrate centenary of Swami Vivekananda's visit to USA. As we know, Swami Vivekananda, the most eminent scholar of Hinduism, and came to USA around 110 years ago to bring unity among the Hindus. 1998, Hindus Against Defamation, AHAD formed, which I will talk again later. 1998, first Dharm Sansad held, where all saints in US came together to deliver one message, a common message. They were spread across the US states. They were sending different messages when it came to religion. We arranged them all together so that they can deliver a common message. 99, first Dharm Prasar Yatra took place covering major cities in USA, where Swamis and saints traveled all across the USA, and we touched more than 15,000 people to make them aware of our religion, traditions, values, cultures, and the strength of Hindu brotherhood. Host to 300 Hindu saints and delegates at the UN Millennium Peace Summit, 108 sadhus and saints came along with Atal Bihari Vajpayee in 2001. In 2001 again, we were host to Vishwa Dharma Prasar Yatra. In 2004, Vanaspati seminar started, where people greater than 50 and 55 years old can have attained wisdom with their age and experience and can impart knowledge to the young generation and can give back to the society their wisdom, knowledge and experience so that the young generation doesn't deviate from the way of Dharma. Again, I will talk later about Dharma. First Hindu Mandir Executive convened in 2006. Hindu Mandir Executive Conference is the largest organization representing more than 100 temples in United States, Hindu temples, and VHPA was several times host to HMEC and has sponsored HMEC and is working closely with HMEC so that the mandirs and all share same and common message. 2008 Hindu Vishwa Parishad Prabhakar and Savita P. Joshi Award for Excellence instituted for promoting Hindu and Sanatan Dharma. We received this award. Again 2008, 3rd HMAC at Detroit attracted delegates from 110 mandirs and Hindu organizations. Vision. A vision is a dynamic, vibrant Hindu society inspired by eternal values of Dharma and the lofty idea of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, meaning the entire creation is one family. Our mission, Prachar, promote Hindu unity via Parishad and like-minded organizations, provide a forum for and represent all Hindu organizations, raise Hindu awareness through seminars, conferences, publications, media, audio, visual aid. Sanskar, provide community service to people in distress without consideration of race, religion or nationality. Build a team of Parishad active members for community service. Seva, cultivate the spirit of self-respect in our way of life and respect the people of all color, creed, races and religion. Create opportunities for imbibing Hindu values, Hindu scriptures, Hindu heritage through Bal Vihar, camps, family retreat and educational institutions. Sampark, establish worldwide contacts with Hindus through projects and programs focusing on Hindu interests everywhere. Raise funds for Parishad missions.